Hi, I'm Lynn Morgan, your slipper shod pastor, with you again today out on the back porch, and it is already steamy, and I have been watering Sandy's flowers before I sat down to speak to you, so I'm a little watered myself. You know, prior to my experience with our church website and trying to increase our electronic footprint, I never was involved in any social media. Not only was I not on the social media, I'd never even glanced at it prior to the time that we set up our St. Matthew's page on Facebook. And since then, I've been pretty active on social media, trying to keep our church's presence alive, but also, no doubt, looking at other people's postings and keeping in touch with people. So there's some wonderful advantages to that. Just this morning, I was able to wish a happy birthday to one of the people who I grew up next door to, who's having a birthday today. Happy birthday, Linda. And I also was able to learn that my sister and her husband are being featured on one of the public radio stations tonight in Lansing. I don't think I'll be able to tune in, although it's probably on the internet. But anyway, those are wonderful things that we pick up by being on social media. Some of the less helpful things on social media are discovering that people who you otherwise love, respect, and trust have abhorrent views. They back political causes that you think are just unthinkable, and they say things that you think are embarrassing or are repressive or whatever. And there's some things we wish we didn't know, and sometimes it can lead to our depression. So this morning, one of the psalms in the lectionary for today is Psalm 12, and this is how it begins. Help me, Lord, for there is no one godly left. The faithful have vanished from among us. Everyone speaks falsely with their neighbor. With a smooth tongue they speak from a double heart. Oh, that the Lord would cut off all the smooth tongues and close the lips that utter proud boasts. And of course that would put an end to social media entirely. No, that's not why I was thinking of that. I was thinking of that because there are occasions for all of us when we learn things about other people that can lead us to both judge them too harshly and also to get into that mindset that says, the whole world is going to hell in a handbasket, and I don't know what we can do about it. Everybody is messed up, and nobody is worthwhile anymore. And I think that's exactly the attitude that the poor psalmist had, and felt it so strongly that he wrote down a psalm about it. And it resonates so keenly with human nature that we still say this psalm, we still read it all these thousands of years later. Help me, Lord, for there is no one godly left. Thank God, that never has been true. And I don't believe it ever will be true, because the grace of God is still at work in the world. And the people who God has made, God made in God's own image. And so we're always prone to error. Some of us are prone to more than others, perhaps. And even our best friends, yes, can disappoint us by the beliefs that they espouse, or by the prejudices that they betray, or just by the fact that they're embarrassing themselves in front of the world on social media or at a party. But that doesn't mean that there's no godly ones left. There's you and me. And we are godly. We have been given the Spirit of Christ, and for all of our foibles and failings, the Spirit of God resides in us. That makes us godly. So live up to that, and don't bemoan the fact when others don't.